career.
And then how did you go from teaching the little children to teaching at the college level?
Okay. We moved from Las Vegas to Albuquerque, and I asked that I teach in the poorest school in Albuquerque. And I had come with a reputation of being a terrific teacher, and I remember being told, oh no, we have wonderful schools in the Northeast, and I said I want to go to the poorest school with Spanish children, Spanish-speaking children. So I went to the school that they called San Jose. It was called Riverside then, and that's where the National Hispanic Cultural Center is today. That was my school. And I went to teach there, but that summer I had spent it in California in the Institute. And so I came to teach, and I came with these new ways of teaching English as a second language. So I was there just 3 months, and the dean from the School of Education went to my classroom to see me because he had heard the stuff that I was doing. So he went to see me there, and on the spot he asked me to come to the university and work with the Latino students to teach them English as a second language. So from first grade up there, and then I thought, no, I can't. Who's going to take care of my kids? God, no. And so then the principal said, Marilucy, go, and if you don't like it, your job's waiting for you. I'll hire a temporary teacher. So with that, I went to the university, met the Latino students, found out what I was going to do. My mentor in all this was Dr. Frank Angel, and he's the one that was taking students to see me over there, and that's how come the dean had found out. So it was another Hispanic male helping me. And so I went. Within 2 weeks, I called the principal and said, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I said, you know what? Their eyes light up when they catch on just like the kids. I had never worked with adults before. It was from first grade to adults, highly educated Latinos that were in the project. So I got an office in the basement because I only had a master's degree. So then I worked through, and I started going to Latin America. I started teaching classes in Spanish, started teaching classes in English. By the time I took the classes, I had used those books to teach my classes. So I got a PhD in while I was doing all this stuff, and that's.
But when you got your PhD, were you not vice president of? Was it academic affairs?
Not yet. When I got my PhD, I was working in the Latin projects, and so when I graduated, they gave me the term lecturer, I think, and so I was starting at the bottom. But I had been teaching college all these years, and then. They invited me to join the Department of Elementary Education because I had only been working in a project, in the Latin American project, so I went there. So I went assistant professor, associate professor, full professor. In 7 years, I'd become a full professor, and then I was there a while, and then they invited me to be the chairperson of the department. And then, let's see, where was I? I was chairperson of the department, and I'm trying to think if I was associate dean in the College of Education before I went as ambassador. I think I was. I'm not sure if I'm getting this straight. And then, department chairperson and vice president for student affairs. So I went up the ladder, and then I became the ambassador, so off I went as ambassador. And when I came back, I became assistant to the president because I came midterm and I didn't have a slot for me in the School of Education. So I headed the Spanish Research Institute for a while I got my bearings and restudied what happened in the country the 3 years that I had been out. And then I never went back to full teaching. I just did other kinds of things, administrative things, and then I took early retirement and I left for California.
All right, now you just kind of hopped over being ambassador, so let's
Concentrate on